Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Innal hamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. My dear brothers and sisters, in the last video we had seen about different kind of numbers that falls under the category called real number system. So these all kind of numbers are called as real numbers. Under the real numbers we have different kind of numbers. So why we have different kind of numbers? Because various purpose. For counting we have natural number. For counting nothing we have whole numbers. For counting backwards from 0 we have negative numbers. It is coming under the category of integers. So all these natural number as well as whole number as well as integers, we had seen everything about this, and these all numbers are coming under the category called rational numbers. But not all rational numbers are integers. So very simple. All natural numbers are whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. All integers are rational numbers. But not all rational numbers are integers. Not all integers are whole numbers. Not all whole numbers are natural numbers. Understand? In the same way, the rational number is coming in one category and irrational number is coming in another category that has nothing to do with natural number as well as whole numbers as well as integers. ஸோ ரேஷனல் நம்பருக்குள்ளேயே நேச்சுரல் நம்பர் இருக்கு, ஹோல் நம்பர் இருக்கு, இன்டீஜர் இருக்கு. ஆனால் இரேஷனல் நம்பருக்கும் நேச்சுரல் நம்பர், ஹோல் நம்பர், இன்டீஜர், ரேஷனல் இதுக்கு சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. இது ஒரு தனி ஒரு வகையாக இருக்கு. ஸோ in the upcoming video we are going to see the irrational number. In this video we are going to see what is a rational number. Before finding the definition of this question, we have to understand the two scenarios. In the first scenario, a is the multiple of the b. So what is the multiple? If you multiply b with some number, you will get a. For example, if you multiply m with b, you will get a. So this means what? A is the multiple of b. So if a is a multiple of b, if we divide a and b, you will get that number m. So m is again integer. It may be a 0 or positive number or negative number. So whatever it is, you will get some number. For example, 2 is the multiple of 6. Okay, 2 is the multiple of 6. So if you divide the 6 by 2, you will get some number. So that is the result. So here the result looks very fine and very easy. But there is another scenario. There is some other case. A is not a multiple of b. How? When the a is not multiple of b, it doesn't gives any integer value if it's get divided. So what is the condition of dividing? In both cases, a, b and m all has to be integers, and b should not be equal to 0. That is the second condition. So a and b has to be integers, and b should not be equal to 0. M also can be the integer. That's not the problem. So if you consider this case, 2 is not a multiple of 3. Okay, 2 is not a multiple of 3. So if we divide 3 by 2, that doesn't give any value. So we have to express, we can't express this as positive number or 0 or negative number. So instead of this, we have to express this as fraction or decimal point. அதாவது நமக்கு வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் நம்பரும் வேல்யூவாக கிடைக்கல, ஜீரோவும் வேல்யூவாக கிடைக்கல, நெகட்டிவ் நம்பரும் வேல்யூவாக கிடைக்கலன்னு சொன்னால் நம்ம ஃப்ராக்ஷனாக நம்ம ஆன்சரை சொல்லணும், இல்லைனா டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட் வச்சு ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும். ஸோ இந்த நம்பர்ஸ் தான் ரேஷனல் நம்பர். புரியுதா? ஸோ ரேஷனல் நம்பர் கேன் பி ஃப்ராக்ஷன் ஆர் டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட். So it can be in the a by b format. It contains numerator and denominator, and we have the decimal format. Okay, and in different rational numbers sometimes corresponds to the same value. If you see 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2. So even though these two are different rational numbers, these two have the same value. And also every natural as well as whole number as well as integer is a rational number. For example, if we divide any number by 1, so this will be under the format of a fraction, a by b. So all numbers are coming under the rational number. But if you put in the reverse vice versa, it is not true. Not all rational numbers are natural number as well as whole number as well as integers. So this is the format of rational number. So we have the numerator. Numerator has to be a integer. It may be 0 or positive number and negative number. And the denominator should not be 0. It may be positive or negative, but should not be 0. So this is what rational number. So rational number means a and b has to be integers and b should not be equal to 0. So you see the rational numbers are expressed in the fractional format. Okay, you see the 5 is expressed as 5 by 1, and it is the mixed fraction is expressed as minus 7 by 5. In the same way, this decimal point is expressed as 1 by 4. And you see, if you see these three numbers, in these three numbers, decimal points are ending at some point. இந்த மூணு நம்பரும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட் இருக்குல்ல, இப்போ 0.25னா அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்பர் கிடையாது, இதோட முடிஞ்சிருது. ஸோ இட் இஸ் டெர்மினேட்டிங் ரேஷனல் நம்பர். ஓகே, ஸோ இட் இஸ் ஃபைனைட் ரேஷனல் நம்பர். ஸோ ரேஷனல் நம்பருக்கு டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஃபைனைட்டாக இருக்கலாம். சம்டைம்ஸ் இட் இஸ் இன்ஃபைனைட். Like this, you see 0.6 and 6 there is a bar above. So this bar indicates that 6 is repeating infinite times. Okay, so to be clear, you have to understand decimal format have two format, finite and infinite. Just now we had seen finite 0.52, that's it. 0.13, that's it. In infinite we have repeating as well as non-repeating. So what is repeating? So it has a block of digits after the decimal point that repeat without end. So end இல்லாம repeat ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். So இந்த fraction உடைய decimal point பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4ல வந்து போய்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, அந்த 4ல போயிட்டே இருக்கா இல்லை ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஆக்சுவலா ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டே இருந்தா அதுதான் ரேஷனல் நம்பர். ஓகேவா, ஸோ நம்ம ஏற்கனவே ஃபைனட்டாக இருக்கிறது பார்த்தோம். ஃபைனட்டாக இருந்ததுன்னா டெசிமல் பாயிண்ட்ல முடிஞ்சிடும். ஆனால் இது முடியாது, ரிப்பீட் ஒரே நம்பர் ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கும். You have to understand the same number is repeating. If the same number is repeating, you have to put the bar notation above that number. In the same way, the two numbers are repeating again 36 36 36 in this pattern. So you clearly see the pattern here. Sometimes one number is repeating, sometimes two number is repeating, sometimes 5 number is repeating. Okay, sometimes after some decimal points the third point is repeating. Okay, so you can see the different patterns of repetition. So this is called as repeating decimal. So it can be of two types. So actually the number we are seeing, what kind of number we are seeing? Rational number. So rational number can be finite as well as repeating, can be finite as well as infinite. In infinite it is repeating. Okay, if it is non-repeating and infinite, that is not coming under the rational number, that is irrational number. Okay, so rational number means it is finite, as if it is infinite means it is repeating. Okay, so what is the difference between repeating as well as non-repeating, recurring and non-recurring? For example, you see the 6 is repeating here, but if you take the value of root 2, you don't see any pattern here. The numbers are repeating, numbers are not ending, but it is not repeating. அதாவது நம்பருக்கு முடிவில்லை, ஆனால் திரும்ப வரல. அதே மாதிரி இங்கே பாருங்க 272727 வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. ஆனா இந்த நம்பர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரூட் 3 ஓட வேல்யூ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரே நம்பர் திரும்ப வரல. அதாவது இங்கே பாருங்க 8க்கு அப்புறம் 3 வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. ஆனா இங்க பையோட வேல்யூ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அது பாட்டுக்கு போயிட்டே இருக்கு. ஆனா இதுக்கு ஒரு முடிவே இல்லை, ஆனா ரிப்பீட்டே ஆகல. ஸோ இந்த அடிப்படையில் what is the negative rational number? Negative rational number means if the numerator and denominator have opposite signs, definitely it is a negative rational number. For example, numerator positive sign, denominator negative sign. So this is negative rational number. The numerator negative sign, denominator positive sign is negative rational number. But we have to write this negative rational number in standard format. In standard format, you have to put the negative sign in the numerator. Even though the denominator is negative value, you have to put this in the numerator. So this is what negative rational number. So what is the positive? If the both numerator and denominator have the same sign, it might be minus or plus. This is positive rational number. So in positive rational number means even if it comes minus in both sides, the minus gets cancelled. Okay, so positive means same sign in numerator and denominator. Negative means different sign in numerator and denominator. So that is what we had seen today. I am again recapping in decimal format the numbers, the so-called as what kind of numbers? Rational numbers can be finite as well as repeating. Okay, finite as well as repeating. So this is what rational numbers. So in this way we had seen rational numbers. In the next class we will see what is irrational number. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.